How's it going, folks, and welcome back to Atalanta. Today is episode number 22, and before we get into things today, I feel like we should have a little bit of a conversation as to the last week of Atalanta, because you might have noticed it, F1 Manager came out, and it has had a little bit of a knock-on effect in terms of the Football Manager content on the channel. Naturally, we are 10 months into Football Manager's cycle, and with a new game coming out, I wanted to check it out and see if I'd enjoy F1 Manager. I'm a massive F1 fan, and I've kind of clicked with the game. I've been streaming it a lot. It was a game I wasn't sure if I was going to do videos on, but I thought I'd do a few, and I've really been enjoying it. So with that in mind, it's kind of taken up more of my time than was anticipated, and I appreciate if you're not interested in that content whatsoever, it might be a little bit annoying to see content being done with other games. But naturally, this is the quieter time for Football Manager. This is my job. And when an opportunity arrives to play a new game, a game that I'm going to enjoy, and a game that I can play and have an audience for, I'd like to think that the majority of people can kind of understand why it might take priority, at least in the immediate future. That said, I still want to keep Atlanta episodes rolling out. I'm not sure on the exact schedule yet, but I'm still thinking kind of 3 to 4 a week. I know if you're accustomed to the 5 days a week of Football Manager we've been doing, that might be disappointing. On the flip side, I'd like to think that you can appreciate the fact that given the fact I've played Football Manager pretty much daily for 10 months, it's kind of nice to be in a situation where there's another game that's come around that I can play, gives me a bit of respite, and of course, when FM23 comes out, we'll be going back, if not before then, to the 5 episodes of Football Manager a week that you know and love. Anyway, that was a way longer intro than I wanted to do, but I just wanted to have this conversation. I feel like I owe it to you to do that. I hope you can understand. And shall we play some Football Manager? We've got the Champions League first knockout round today against Wolfsburg and AC Milan. Yeah, I didn't come back for easy games today. I can't remember if I said the episode number or not, but I'll just remind you, it's episode number 22 today of Atalanta, and we have played a fair amount of Football Manager since you were last here. The January transfer window has come and gone. Did I spend any money in it? No. No, I didn't. Honestly, the team was kind of set. I haven't sold anyone besides Visic, who, I mean, I didn't even know this guy belonged to us, but apparently we sold him for £23,000. So money made, technically profit in the January window, but I don't know, the team's in a really good spot. I didn't feel like getting rid of anyone or bringing anyone in. Is that boring? Maybe. Are we Leicester? Perhaps. Our last episode, we had a triple header. Since then, a fair amount of Football Manager played. We did play through the Super Cup, as well as a handful of games in the Italian Cup. You can see we kicked things off with a all-winning month of January. We didn't lose in January. We didn't draw in January. We beat Bologna. We then had the Super Cup final. And there's a small part of me that wishes that I'd done this in an actual episode. An 119th minute winner to win 4-3. We were cruising to win this game. It was 3-1 with 2 minutes of added time. They scored twice in added time. I mean, on the one hand, it's only the Super Cup. It doesn't matter that much. On the other hand, it was a pretty epic game. You missed out on it. Raspadori got a hat-trick. But it all took place in Saudi Arabia. So does it really matter? I would actually be interested to know, if you are an Italian viewer, what is the perception of the Super Cup? To me personally, like in England, we have obviously the Community Shield. It's not that big of a deal. I know in other nations and other parts of the world, they have similar competitions, which are kind of, I guess, valued differently. Should I be happy about that? Can I celebrate it as a trophy win? Answers on a postcard. Heading into the next game, we took on Udinese, and as you can see here, 6-3. Yeah, just a calm 6-3 result. Sesko, 4 goals in this one. This man is absolutely popping off. His development of his physicals has been mad. He has been training really well. And whilst his goal scoring hasn't been too crazy this year, he's suddenly got 4 goals in this game, and it now makes his record look really impressive. And to be fair, he's done pretty well for a 20-year-old backup. I can kind of see why he's one of the best young players in Football Manager. Of course, I think he's one of the few wonder kids in the world of football that hasn't moved in this summer transfer window, which is nice. So you might be able to sign him still next year in Football Manager, unless I've missed it and he has moved along with all the others. Have any other wonder kids stayed around? I feel like every other wonder kid on the planet has moved teams except Sesko. 3 more games to end the month of January. We beat Verona in the Italian Cup third round 3-2, and then we got 2 convincing wins, first against Fiorentina, and then against, I can never say this team's name, Salernitana. No idea if that was correct. We won 6-1. They had a man sent off in the 72nd minute. We only scored 1 goal after that. They were winning in the first minute. I feel a bit bad for them that we gave them hope before ripping it away. Our only defeat in the run of recent games came against Lazio. Lazio are quite good. Did we deserve to win? Yeah, but Immobile did Immobile things, didn't he? This is the man who you give kind of half a chance to and he suddenly scores 3 goals off that half a chance. In this game, they had pretty much no opportunities. Immobile had 2. He scored 2. They won 2-0. We should have scored. I'm sad. This is making me angry. Let's move on. Having beaten Fiorentina just a few weeks ago, we went on to beat them again most recently in the Italian Cup quarter-final. This game took place 4 days ago, 2-1. We did have a sending-off. We didn't make it easier for ourselves, but we did play a fully rotated team in this game, and that means that for today's matches against AC Milan at home and Wolfsburg away, we probably maybe should be able to play a full-strength 11 for both. And speaking of full-strength teams, here it is. Ready to take on Milan. Luca and Raspadori up top. Elsewhere, DiMarco. He's been healed. He's back from injury. I'm happy. He doesn't look so happy. But to be fair, it's been good to have him back. He's already clicked in and left from where he left things off. Left from where he left things off. That's awful English. He's playing well. That's the bottom line. I'm lost for words at how well he's playing. A goal and 2 assists in his return. I expect him to pop off today. Besides that, though, the team is pretty much at full strength. No real injuries to speak of. The only one, actually, is Notto, who's currently recovering from injury. Doesn't need a fitness test, so he's just going to be chilling on the bench. In all reality, given the fact we have 12 players on the bench and we do have Guiri and Sesko, he's probably not going to play anyway. It has just dawned on me, I'm wearing my headset for today's video. I never normally wear a headset for the Football Manager videos because there's no sound. But if I take it off now, it's inconsistent, isn't it? So I guess my ears are going to get toasty. Brahim Diaz for AC Milan lays it wide to Theo Hernandez, who's going to look to whip it in towards stupid, sexy Giroud. Every season, every time we play against Milan, this man scores against me. He must be like 38, 39 now. He's going to be getting his pension soon. And yet somehow he's managed to get a goal here. Theo Hernandez, one of the best attacking wing-backs in Football Manager, in world football as well, it turns out. Puts it on a plate, heads it. It's Giroud who scored it. One Frenchman to another. I've just realised I'm wearing a French-themed shirt. I'm wearing an Alpine F1 shirt, which is a French team. Maybe that's inspiring their players. If they get another goal with Giroud, I might have to change it. Although, we might have a chance to respond. We do have a chance to respond. It's like a game of playground football. 1-1, 2.5 minutes in. We've got, 43 minutes to the end of lunch break bell goes and half-time commences. Just looking at the league table, I realise I didn't show it after the summary of results. We are currently in 3rd. We've got games in hand, including this one. We really could do with winning this game. If we win all our games in hand, we'll go back to the top of the table. But the recent defeat against Lazio has put a bit of a spanner in the plan that I had, as has the fact that this game is 1-1. At home with our full-strength team, I thought we'd be able to beat Milan quite comfortably. As it's transpired so far, it's not quite been the tail of the tape, although there is, 10 minutes left in this game plus added time, plenty of time for things to change up. Giroud, Brahim Diaz, bringing it forward. They might have a chance here. Giroud's going to be in the middle, isn't it? Oh my word, what are we doing? I don't know if I like that, passing it around the back, and I don't know if I like that, lumping it forward, not to Luca. And you've got Raspadori and Luca up front. I feel like there's one obvious player to aim for. Okay, well, the guy who's obvious to aim for hasn't won the ball in the air there. So maybe I'm wrong. They've got a chance. Oh, my word. It's a big save. Marco Polo. I know, a few days without an episode, you might have forgotten to shout Polo, so I'll cover it for you. There is still a corner for us to deal with here. It's Diaz whipping it in. Richie heads it away. 1-1 still. Maybe we will have our own opportunity here. Musa does a little turn, floats it back post. Luca has an effort. It's saved away, but straight into the path of Raspadori. I think Luca is onside here. Probably should have scored his own headed opportunity. Maybe a little bit fortunate with the way it fell to Raspadori, but we've come from behind in this first half. It's taken a throw-in set piece. Musa to Ricci. Back to Musa, and then the record transfer whips it to the back post. My Nan makes a great save, but then, well, Raspadori's going to score the tap in. My Nan can't get up from the ground there. She's got a bad back, and it's 2-1, and to be honest, for that terrible joke, not even sure it counts as a pun, we probably should now concede immediately. Brahim Diaz whips it in. Rafa Leao puts it in. It's blocked away onto the crossbar, and just about away from danger. And now I'm nervous. We've been on the back foot having just scored, and now there's a highlight that involves us taking a goal kick, and that will always leave me shaking a little bit, maybe slightly fearful, although there might be an opportunity here. Renato Sanchez, acres of space. and he's blasted it over. He really should have scored that. Half-time in this game, 2-1 to us. I'm not sure we deserved the lead necessarily. I feel like the XG actually makes it look like we definitely should be in the lead. But in terms of actual highlights shown, I'd argue Milan have been on top. So coming up to an hour played in this game, going with a double change, we're going to bring in Pobega, we're going to bring in Zakharyan, go with this double change in the centre of the midfield, just freshen up legs as much as anything else. AC Milan's core to their team, Benessa, Tonali and Diaz have struggled in this match. And I think the last thing they need to face is a fresh Pobega against his former club. And of course, Zakharyan, who just likes to do Zakharyan things. DeMarco gonna float it in. Romero, free header, just wide of the post. In the second half, with very few chances, that was a good one. 5 minutes left. Is anyone else nervous? It's still only 2-1. We've dominated the ball. We've dominated this second half. We've dominated the match as a whole, really. There might be a chance here. Zakharyan to put the game beyond doubt, and he dinks it straight down the middle. DeMarco with an assist. It just had to be. And that's why you bring in Zakharyan, the greatest Armenian footballer since Mkhitaryan. I can't think of any of the other Armenian footballers. I'm sure there'll be some football buffs out there who will remember more. Zakharyan, the next Mkhitaryan. You heard it here first. 3-1 here. Game should be done now. But maybe it won't be, because they've got a chance. It's whipped in, and Teo Hernandez, the left back, unmarked in the box, heads it just over. And well, speaking of the devil, he's now got a booking. We have a free kick in a dangerous area. DeMarco, Soleil, back to goal, back to DeMarco, hits it. Oh my word. I thought for a second it was going in and it was going to be a goal of a season contender. I mean, there's 10 seconds left here with this highlight beginning. I think this might be a fake highlight. What I am certain of now is this is going to be an Atalanta win. Raspadori bringing it forward down the far side. Options in the middle. Luca is one of them. And I'll tell you what, my nan, not for the first time in this game, making a great save from a Luca header. And now Weston McKennie's trying to go up the other end and maybe get Milan a goal. 3-man at the back post if you can pick him out. His cross is blocked. Referee, can we end this game, please? My bus home's in like 5 minutes. I thought we'd be ending on time, and instead you're adding on 37 seconds. Is there a chance of a counter-attack here? It's been a bit end-to-end stuff. This is a bit like a hockey match when it goes to overtime at the moment. But finally, the game is going to end. It's going to finish 3-1 here. A good performance, a convincing performance. We are going to rest up all these players. And to be honest, I think I'm going to go with the exact same team against Wolfsburg. With that win, we climb up to second. We still have those 2 games in hand. We have the better goal difference. We're in a good little spot all of a sudden. DeMarco, by the way, 10 key passes, 2 assists, 9.5 rating. Quite a good footballer. Anyway, we've got a second game to play today. We're taking on Wolfsburg. It's at the Volkswagen Arena. I'm loving saying my German sounds. It's going to be a fun second match. Shall we get to it? 3 days away. I'll see you then. Wolfsburg, good news, no new injuries to speak of, no issues on the horizon. In terms of our team news for today's game, there is a little bit of a concern maybe with some players' fitness. And you know what? I'm not that scared by Wolfsburg. I'm kind of tempted to protect some players. Lacroix is the best of their players. A very, very good centre-back, to be fair. Extremely quick. If you play FIFA, this guy's probably ruined a match or 2 for you at the start of a FIFA Ultimate Team's release. Let's be honest. We all know him from FIFA. Unless, of course, you're a sophisticated footballing expert who loves watching the Bundesliga, in which case you do you. I only know Lacroix as a FIFA. Elsewhere in our team, DeMarco's struggling a little bit with fitness, and you know what? Pellegrini proved his worth, I feel like, when DeMarco got injured, so I'm more than happy to rotate him out. Ultimately, the last thing I need in this game is DeMarco picking up another injury, so let's give him a rest. We have a squad for a reason. Besides those 2 changes, though, this is the team I'm going to go with. Ravella in roaming playmaker, I guess the only other change. I feel like between him and Ricci, I've not really figured out who the best one is yet. It changes every kind of day of the week who I'm feeling like playing. Today, I don't know. It's a Ravella kind of day. Anyway, let's get into this match. They are going to be playing a 4-3-3. We occasionally have issues, don't we, with wider players and overlaps. Hopefully, that's not going to be the case today. And while I was going to say hopefully we can get a critical away goal, but of course, away goals no longer a thing in the Champions League. That's one of those weird things that's changed in my head. I've not kind of got my head around just yet. Oh, my word. Oh my word. I mean, it's a mad goal by Raspadori. Moose has won the ball in a ridiculous area to win the ball. And that, I mean, does that constitute a counter-attack? We were sat fairly deep here, but Wolfsburg has the ball in a wide area. Musa wins it off him, plays it forward. That ball to Raspadori, sensational. And then the half volley into the top corner. That's one of the best finishes I think I've seen in Football Manager all year. Halfway through the first half, I think we've been the better team. There's not been that many chances. There's not been any more highlights since we scored, although there might be one here. Wolfsburg, who gave away the ball. Well, for Wolfsburg to concede, he's had an effort on goal, a dinker cross goal, and I'll tell you what, it's gone just over the crossbar. Free kick for us here. Badiashile is going to play it forward. Is Raspadori going to get there? Not quite. I thought for a second he might sneak in for the ball. This game still remains 1-0. 5 minutes left of the half. It really hasn't been a classic by our own standards. That said, we've contained Wolfsburg well and limited their opportunities. That said, for the first time all game, maybe they're going to make something happen on the overlap, or maybe they're going to open up the door for us to find some space in behind. Ball attempted to be dinked towards Pessina there. Didn't find its target. They now give it wide to Baku, who's going to look to maybe get it into the middle. He does get it into the middle, and Romero scores an own goal. Christian Romero scores an own goal. I don't want to watch the replay. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it. No. You can go back in the video if you want to watch it. I'm annoyed. I'm angry. That was silly. Let's have an instant response. Ravella whips it in. Scalvini, the two players who I brought in today, linking up. Unfortunately, headed straight at Castiles. I'm expecting this highlight to end. Why is this highlight not ending? Is there something more going to happen? Ravella? Musa? Could we go for it again? Pessina? Luca? Raspadori? This has been really, really nice. Pellegrini whips it. Luca? Oh my word. I don't think it's going to count. But it was another insane half volley. Is today like a special day of half volleys or something that I've not been informed of in the Football Manager universe? It is going to be chalked off. It would have been a sensational goal to reinstate our lead. Pellegrini's ball in, and I mean, when you look at it from there, it wasn't really close, was it? But the finish was good, for what it's worth. Wiener for Wolfsburg. I'll tell you what, if they win this home leg, next episode with the second leg, we're going to be up against it. We're going to be, well, feeling the pressure. Luca, Scalvini, dinks it. Renato Sanchez, he had a chance last game that he skied. He's taken that one that it's been checked by VAR. That's onside, right? He looked onside. I think it's fine. It was a good finish. I'm never going to be a linesman. I'm never going to be a linesman. I mean, Luca, Scalvini. Okay, yeah. It's a good job I'm not a trained official, isn't it? I actually am. I'm not trying to be witty and funny here. I'll be honest. I'd be an absolutely linesman. So let's be glad that I'm not in like a job where I need to give offsides. Also, let's make some changes. Musa is very, very tired. Hatterball's coming in. Pellegrini's not been bad. He's not been great either. I'm bringing in DeMarco. And you know what? Zakharyan, you are Mr. Impact sub, Zakharyan. Get on the pitch. 3 for 1 sub. We're making them all at once. When we now get an injury, we're just going to blame the game. And it's not a manager error to make all the subs early. I say make all the subs early. There's only 20 minutes left for us to try and get our noses ahead in this one. Maybe an opportunity here. Ravella, DeMarco, Pessina. Really, really nice build-up play here. Now with Luca. He's going to play it forward. Zakharyan on off the bench. I thought for a second I was going to look like a genius. He's hit it over. Free kick for us. DeMarco going to whip it in towards Romero, who needs to make amends. Romero, mate, you've got to make up for the own goal. Oh, my word. Luca heads it goalwards and it hits the crossbar and goes over. I feel like the pressure is really building. The momentum is building. The goal is going to come. We've been the better team in this game, right? Right, they've got a chance here. Hans Wolf to Baku. Options in the middle. They've got, is that Yusuf Poulsen in the middle for them? It looks like a tall, scary striker, so I'm going to assume it's Yusuf Poulsen, although it might not be that Poulsen. I don't know how many Poulsens there are in the Bundesliga. I don't use any of them in FIFA Ultimate Team, so how would I know? Anyway, Marco's got the ball in his grasp. 11 minutes left here. Marco launches it forward for DeMarco, who headers it towards Luca. Can he finish it? No, he can't. I really thought this was going to be a day where we win, but it just feels like it's not going to be one of those days. Oh my God, Marco, that's a big stop. I know we're set to distribute quickly. That's a situation where I wouldn't mind him chilling just a little bit. That was scary. 2 minutes left. Maybe, just maybe at this point, I should just take the 1-1. I'm going to have to. I don't have a choice. It finishes 1-1 here. We were the better team. We had chances. We didn't take them. They scored via an own goal. I hope we don't live to regret that. I mean, based on what we've seen, the home leg should be fine. Right? Not exactly an ideal Champions League result there, and to make things worse, Musa is now suspended for the second leg, which, not ideal to lose our best right mid. And, just as a reminder, our most expensive transfer, 60 million, but he is now listed as world class, so great signing, right? Anyway, next time out, we've got the Champions League first knockout round, second leg against Wolfsburg. We also have the first leg of the Italian Cup semi-final. You won't believe who we're playing. It's Inter Milan. We're just battling them in everything, it feels like, at the moment. So more of that to come next time. I hope you're excited for it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you kind of understand what I talked about at the start of the episode with regards to the content at the moment. Appreciate your patience. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I actually feel like today was a pretty good episode. Maybe just slowing down a little bit. You know, it gives me a chance to recharge my batteries and makes me a bit more excited when I do sit down to do these FM videos. I actually really enjoyed this one today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully you have a lovely weekend. I will see you guys sometime in the not so distant future. And until whenever that is, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm out.